Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mr. Martin's Microsoft Excel spreadsheet tutorial. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to walk you through a full version of the first assignment I gave you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you a few extra things that you can do just to make the assignment all that much better. Now, when I handed out your assignment and showed some examples and you looked at number one asked you to make a program that would automatically calculate the volume, perimeter, and surface area of a rectangular solid. Now, I didn't say all that on the assignment. I just gave you a brief outline. Well, here's the details. So, step one, we're going to go over here and we're going to label this our dimensions. Okay, and for our dimensions for our shape, we have width, we have length, and we have height. So in our second column, we're going to have our values, or in this case, our measurements. And in our third column, we're going to have, our results, we'll say. Well, actually, we'll put that over in D. We're going to have our results. And our results are going to be our perimeter and our area and our volume. Now, just so we don't get confused here, I'm actually going to draw a little picture just to clarify things. Now, to draw a picture, we're going to go up to Insert, Picture, Insert, I should say, Object, and then we're going to go down here, and our object is going to be a Microsoft Word picture. Okay, so here it's going to give us the option to draw our picture. Now, I said we were making a rectangular solid, so I'm just going to make a quick square. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to make this a 3D object. I'm going to customize it. Oops. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a little bit longer. I'm going to tilt it a little. Tilt it a little bit more to the left. Then I'm going to add a couple of text boxes. All right, just to make sure everybody knows where things are. I'm going to get rid of my outline. I'm going to make sure it's transparent. And here I'm going to put width. Okay, so I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste this. And over here, so this edge here is our width. This edge here will be our length. And this here will be our height. Well, gonna have to forgive my spelling here, guys. Okay, so that looks good. We're gonna close picture. Yep. So here's our picture. And what this does, I'm just gonna make this a little bit bigger so we can see, is it makes it very obvious what we're working on. So we know what our measurements are. So I'm just going to move this over here. And so we're going to be entering different widths, lengths, and heights. So our perimeter, let's talk about the perimeter of this section here. Now the formula for perimeter is 2 times the length, right, the two sides, and plus 2 times the width, this side and this side. So for that, we're going to enter in our formula is equal to 2. Remember, you use the asterisk for times, and then we're going to be using B2 is the location, 2 times B2 plus 2 times B3. So that formula is going to give us the perimeter of that dark gray section. So right now, our answer is 0 because we don't have any values over in our width and length. Now the formula for our area, again, we're going to use equals. And this is just going to be width times length. So our width is B2 multiplied by B3. Now you notice as each of these I type them in, they're going to get highlighted. It tells us which box we're actually looking at. And I'll show you a neat little trick now with the next one. So B2 times B3. And finally our volume, if you remember from geometry, our volume is equal to our width times our length times our height. So this time, instead of typing in B2, B3, B4, I can just click on them. So that would be B2 times B3 times B4. Okay, so that's all set. So now we have our picture illustrating what we're doing, and now we can put in our measurements. So say we had our rectangular solid that's 5 centimeters wide, 10 centimeters long, and 15 centimeters high. We would have our top section here, would have a perimeter of 30. The area of this same little rectangle would be 50, and then the total volume of our rectangular solid would be 750. Now there's many more things we can do with this to make it pretty and fancy, but this is as far as I want people to go today. So give it a try. You can review this tutorial anytime to see how to do something, and I'll be coming around and taking a look at what each of you are working on. Anyways, good luck!